So I just finished up this problem, and moving on, we're going to look at some examples where we're asked to sketch the graph of the equation and look for extreme intercepts, symmetry, and asymptotes. This is a lot of what we're going to be doing in the next section as well. The first thing I want to go ahead and do is just talk about finding intercepts. So we'll go ahead and find the x and y intercepts for both of these. This is going back to Algebra 1. Where you find the x-intercept, you're plugging 0 in for y. And we'll go ahead and solve that. Well, if you cross multiply on this, you end up getting 0 equals x minus 3. And so we have an x-intercept of 3. That would be the coordinates 3, 0. The y-intercept, we're going to plug 0 in for the x value to end up with our y-intercept of positive 3/2. So that would correspond to the point 0, 3/2. So finding intercepts are a fast way of getting a couple actual values of the graph. The symmetry is something that we have not spent a lot of time with this year, but we'll go ahead and look at that in a little while. So I want to go ahead and jump to the asymptote. The asymptotes is where are there vertical asymptotes. We'll go ahead and talk about that first. Vertical asymptotes are where the bottom equals 0. That would mean x equals 2. There's a vertical asymptote. And then the horizontal asymptotes are what we're talking about. Asymptotes occur when, or where on the highest degree on the bottom. Y equals 1. What we can do is now sketch a graph of these things, and I will go back to the symmetry in a little while. So I have a vertical asymptote at x equals 2. I have a horizontal asymptote at 1. And I know that I have ordered pairs of 0, 1 and 1/2, and I have another ordered pair of 3, 0. Now, if I look at concavity or increasing, decreasing, and all that stuff, you would be able to come up with the rest of it, which is what we're going to be doing in the next section, section 3.6. But for right now, we would just go ahead and use our graphing calculators and figure out how the sketch looks. Now, as far as symmetry goes, there's 3 types of symmetry. Symmetry about the x-axis, about the y-axis, and then about the origin. This actually has no symmetry. I can't fold the x-axis in half and things match up. I can't fold the y-axis in half and things match up. And symmetry about the origin means that the point xy and negative xy would be on the same graph. So 3, 0 and 0, 3 would be on the same, or would be points correspond, or would both be on this graph, and they're not. So we'll see some more examples of symmetry as we move on if that was confusing, and I can also discuss that further with you individually if that's something that you need.